Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to have a summary in chapter 3 up to chapter 3.1 until 3.4. So let's start in this chapter, which is entitled The Network Protocol and Communication. Chapter 3, Sections and Objectives. The role of communication, the network protocols and standards, the data transfer in the network. Chapter 3.1, Rules of Communication. Communication fundamentals. All communication methods have three elements in common: sender, receiver, the media. All protocols govern all methods of communication. The rules. Rule establishment. As you can see, protocols are necessary for effective communication include an identified sender-receiver, common language and grammar, speed and timing delivery, confirmation or acknowledgement requirements, protocols used in network communications, also defined, message encoding, message delivery options, message formatting and encapsulation, message timing, message size. Message encoding. Encoding between hosts and must be in appropriate format for the medium. Messages are first converted into bits by sending host. Each bit is encoded into a pattern of sounds, light waves, or electrical impulses depending on the network media. The destination host receives and encodes the signals in order to interpret the message. Message formatting and encapsulation. There is an agreed for letters and addressing letters which is required for proper delivery. Putting the letter into the address envelope is called encapsulation. So while you putting the letter into address, it is called encapsulation. Each computer message is encapsulated in a specific format called a frame before it is sent over the network. A frame acts like envelope providing destination address and source address. Message size. Humans break long messages into smaller parts or sentences. Long messages must also be broken into smaller pieces to travel across a network. Each piece is sent in a separate frame. Each frame has its own addressing information. A receiving host will reconstruct multiple frames into the original message. Message timing. In message timing, there are three kinds, which is access mode, flow control, response timeout. As we can see, there are the rules, message delivery options. In unicast message, there is one-to-one delivery. One source, but so many kind of delivery. One-to-many delivery. We can say that one source, then one to many, so it means multiple or above one. Broadcast message. This is what we call broadcast message, is one to all delivery, that it can be all to deliver the message. 3.2, Network Protocols and Standards. Protocol suites are implemented by host and networking devices in software, hardware, or both. Network protocols. Networking protocols define a common format and set of rules for exchanging messages between devices. In this, we can see that the exchanges of messages between devices, it can send, it can forward, and it can accept. Protocol interaction. Communication between a web server and web client is an example of an interaction between several protocols: HTTP, TCP, IP, and Ethernet. Protocol suites and industry standards. A protocol suite is a set of protocols that work together to provide comprehensive network communication services. Development of TCP/IP. There is application layer, transport layer, internet layer, and network access layer. TCP/IP communication process. When sending data from a web server to a client, the encapsulation procedure would also as follows. The web server prepares to hypertext markup language HTML page. The HTTP application layer protocol sends the data to the transport layer. The transport layer breaks the data into segments that identifies each. Next, the IP source and destination address are added, creating an IP packet. The Ethernet information is then added, creating the Ethernet frame or data link frame. This frame is delivered to the nearest router along the path towards the web client. Each router adds new data link information before forwarding the packet. When receiving the data link frames from the web server, the client processes and removes each protocol header in the opposite order it was added. Open standard encourage interoperability, competition, and innovation. Like IEEE, IANA, IET, IET, ICANN, ITU, and TIA. There is Internet Standards, Electronics and Communication Standard Organizations, researching network standards. In this, you will identify some of the major standards organizations and import characteristics such as the number of years in existence, the size of their membership, the important historical figures, some of the responsibilities and duties, organizational oversight role, and the location of the organization's headquarters. There is also the benefits of using a layered model. One of these is assisting in protocol design since protocols at each layer have defined functions. As you can see, there is application, presentation, session, transport, network, data link, and physical. The TCP/IP protocol model, created in the early 1970s for internet network communications, open standard, and also called the TCP/IP model. The OSI model, the network access layer, and the application layer of the TCP or IP model are further divided to describe discrete functions that must occur all these layers. Investigating the TCP and OSI models. 3.3 Data transfer in the network. Message segmentation, protocol data units, encapsulation example, the encapsulation, network address, data link address, device on the same network, device on a remote network, and the chapter 4 summary, we have installing Wireshark. In installing Wireshark, has become the industry standard packet sniper program used by network engineers. This open source software is available for many different operating systems, including Windows, Mac, and Linux. In this lab, you will download and install the Wireshark software program on your PC. We can see the topology, the internet, the router, and the LAN. In this network protocols and communication, explain how rules facilitate communication, explain the role of protocols and standard organizations in facilitating interoperability in network communications, explain how devices on LAN access resource in a small to medium-sized business network. And that's it. We are done in chapter 3 in the summary. And I hope you guys that you are able to get some knowledge on me by reading the PowerPoint that maybe you can apply into your subject, like in CCNA or Cisco. So, thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so that you will be updated on my other videos that will be uploaded. Bye guys!